So this morning I was watching a British television talk show in which they spoke about controversial discussion of Jamaica being separated from the monarchy and should be given a reparation. But still, my point of view of Jamaica receiving a reparation from the British is not necessary because what benefit does we gonna get after getting that? I mean, apologies necessary. In fact, of course, yes, but reparation, like giving money should be paid because of that, like something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's just my point of view.
No living British citizen was part of the slave trade, and we're not responsible, any of us living today, for the crimes of dead slave traders. So why are we being asked to apologise, to pay reparations? Writing someone a cheque is not going to undo what someone feels about their history.
What if we're still profiting from it?
But we all profit. That people all over the world are living a life that they may not have led if slaves hadn't been used. We know that. Every city,
disagrees.
Every building built by slaves.
This from someone. Okay, you live in a country. Listen, can I speak? You live in a country which, after the First World War, Germany was absolutely forced to pay reparations, and they're still paying off. Oh, the Brits don't worry about that. They've never said, oh well, living young Germans had nothing to do with that. Japan was made to pay huge reparation bills. Somehow Britain, when called upon to at least make a gesture, the royals actually benefited hugely. So did Tate and Lyle. So I find it so extraordinary that's when you disengage.
But they lost a war, Japan and Germany.
Yeah, yes, reparations was insisted on. Nobody said, okay, we're going to forget this, it happened, it's history. When it suits us, right? And I think Jamaica, I have a lot of Jamaican friends, they wouldn't have been this exercised because they have been fond of the royals without the Windrush scandal. That really shocked them.
Something odd is happening with this trip. I don't quite get it. I can't work out. Firstly, this idea that a letter has been written by 100 Jamaican leaders, that sounds like a lot of people, but then 100 leaders? And then the other thing is, I thought William and Kate had people saying, look, watch, this is going to be a tricky one. But obviously nobody said that to them. So they keep going to places where they're told they're not welcome.
Well, I think Barbados started something by declaring itself a republic and dissociating from that. But I think the Windrush scandal has had a real impact.
But now
this is bobsleighing, by the way.
It seems crazy to me that we're making moral judgments today in the 21st century about what happened 200 years. We had Tony Blair apologising for the potato famine, saying, what was he said? He was expressed his sorrow and regret for something that happened a century before he was born.
But I think that's
nonsense. It's empty gesture politics.
Carol, that's decency.
That's
not. Absolutely decency.
No, it isn't. It's empty gesture. It's
Do
words.
you know that the effects of slavery are still playing out among Black Americans and in the Caribbean? It isn't over for them.
So how do you think writing a cheque is
extraordinary?
How is writing a cheque going to solve their problem?
Oh, I think
what they might feel in the head.
A little bit.
How? Tell me how. Explain how.
It is one of the poorest countries in the world.
So you think that never mind because it's one of the poorest countries. How is it going to help what they feel about slavery? How is it going to change what they feel?
They will feel it has been acknowledged.
That's what
you can't just
you don't acknowledge things with money.
Doesn't it show you care?
I'm sorry. You can't just dismiss a history because it doesn't agree with you.
I'm pretty sure that the next generation, our descendants, are going to talk about us in the way we're now talking about what happened 200 years ago. Are they going to talk about? Are they going to criticise us for burning fossil fuels? Are they going to criticise us for letting kids have sex changes and start taking hormones aged 14?
Was it?
So we're going. Every age has wrongdoing.
My question was just that was it that long ago? And here's why I asked that. I was born in 1965. Lincoln was shot in 1865. So only 100 years before I was born.
The
He's
truth
the
in
guy who
fact,
said,
these
"We're not having
riots don't
slavery."
really have much to do
Doesn't
with
seem
it, to
suddenly
tell
to
you the
me now.
truth.
It
That's
doesn't
what
seem
I
that long
think,
ago.
especially
Let's just
Prince
get over
Williams
this myth.
and so
There were
forth.
people
Also
in this
with his
country,
grandmother,
women
to
in
add to
particular,
that.
who while the
Because
slave trade was
check
going
it
on,
out. Slavery,
absolutely opposed
slavery
it on moral
formally
grounds. The Quakers in America and here,
in
it's not their ours
1834,
sensibility.
and
That's the point.
she
But we got
practically
out
born in
ahead of the States,
1926.
didn't we, on some
So
of this
yeah,
stuff? We
there's
You
there's
had
really
the
nothing much to
abolition
add
with
to that.
William,
As I said,
but
apologies is
actually,
needed,
by
and
that time,
so
a
it's
lot of
done.
women
So,
weren't
but
buying
here what?
sugar
Let me know
because
what
they
you
thought,
guys think. As I said,
what's his
just add it in the
name?
comment section, because I can be wrong.
Potter,
You get me?
the famous
That's my
Potter,
opinion.
Woodward. Well, hang on. Stoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Wedgwood?
Wedgwood. They made these beautiful plaques of slaves looking up and messages saying this is wrong.
Okay.
They knew.
All right. So it's still very current for some.